Hey, what's up? Chris here. Today I want to look at two different types of luggage locks. I have a cable lock and I have a solid lock. Both of these are combination locks. Both are from a company called Forge, and they receive actually very good reviews on Amazon. So again, the key differences, one being cable, one being solid. You can tell the cable lock is going to be a little less weight with just a little thinner body also. But again, you're going to notice a lot of similarities between the two here. But I think it's important to know the size of these in addition to what these look like on a bag or backpack. So just to compare these to a few items here. So just a normal size pen, and have an iPhone 10 here. And if we look at this compared to the cable lock, again, hopefully that's coming across through the video. And then this beside a pen. So next what we'll do is we'll look at these locks on a few bags, and then at the end talk about just a few pros and cons and which one of these I overall prefer. So we'll start with the Travel Pro Max Lock 5 and also the solid locking mechanism luggage lock here. So these are real simple to use. Basically, once you set your combination here, you just pull up to unlock, and most of the time your lockable zippers are going to be large enough for most luggage locks, if not all luggage locks on the market. So once you have this through to lock, just push through and then just turn your numbers, and basically you're locked. Just want to show what it looks like on the Max Lock 5. If you want to kind of hide that or kind of keep that aside, again, you can locate your zipper wherever you feel most comfortable on the bag here. So next we'll move on to the cable lock. Now we'll take a look at the cable lock luggage lock here. And again, very easy, very simple to use. Basically, this does have a button on the side here that you want to push, which unlocks the cable lock here. And again, you're going to have more length on this in addition to it being flexible and a little smaller. So even easier to get this through your lockable zippers here. And you just want to push that back through, turn your numbers, and it's locked. So you will notice that it's going to hang down a little bit further on your luggage. To me, not really an issue at all. And what is also kind of unique, or I guess a nice feature, the fact this is longer and flexible. If your zippers, say on an outside pocket, are close, you can technically go ahead and thread this through these zippers to give you just a little added protection to where it's going to be harder for someone to open these front or this front pocket here or side pocket or whatever you're trying to protect here. So as you see, that again adds a little bit of extra security to that front pocket. So it's going to add a little bit more flexibility. And technically, even with the other lock, the one with the solid locking mechanism, if your zippers are close enough, you can also do this. I just find it a little easier to use the cable locks to do this. So next I want to show this on a backpack, so we'll look at these locks on the Porter 46. Okay, Porter 46 from Osprey. What I like about this bag is, again, it's going to give you some nice pockets, compartments, zippers, zipper pulls. So a lot of really nice features. But again, we'll go ahead and start with the solid lock here. And very easy to get this through because, again, they do a good job of giving you some nice lockable zippers for your main compartment. And again, I'm hoping this comes through well because I know this is a black bag with a black lock. So hoping you can see what that looks like. And what I also like, and if you've watched any of the previous videos I've uploaded with this straight jacket system, if you kind of pull your zippers down, and once this is loaded and you compress this, your zippers are actually going to be hid underneath this compression system also. So that's another added security feature in my opinion, in addition to the lock, which is going to make it almost impossible for someone to get in this without you knowing they're actually trying to get into your bag. So it's definitely something to consider too. And almost like I talked about with the Max Lock 5, is that since these have some nice zipper pulls on here, even with the solid lock here, what you can do is just go ahead and pull all your zipper pulls through here. Even for this outside pocket, that's going to be able to go in here. And again, these pockets, I mean, again, you're going to be able to unzip a little bit, But overall, again, just another added security, I guess some additional security there. In addition to having that main compartment locked, again, it's going to be very difficult for somebody to get in here. So again, once you clip this together here, have your zippers down here. Again, just another awesome added security feature here of really keeping someone out. So, and again, you know, my thought is, you hear a lot of stories about your bag going through the TSA check, normally when you check a bag. So my concern is usually though when I'm out and about traveling, when your bag's down, when you're sitting at an airport, and maybe you're distracted, you know, with your phone or just looking around, or if you're with family. So again, the possibility of somebody getting in this bag without you knowing it is going to be very, very unlikely once you lock this and begin to look at some of these security features here. So we'll go ahead and again, I'll show you what the cable lock looks like, and it's going to be very similar. Again, I do like the cable lock just because of the flexibility of the lock here. So again, it's going to fit through these zippers very easily. And you know, even going through these zipper pulls here is going to be no issue. And another thing about the Porter 46 and some of the other bags from Osprey is that they're going to have connection points on the bag here that I'm assuming you can connect another bag to. So there's 4 actual points here. So if you have your zippers to the side, in addition to being underneath this straitjacket system, if you can find one of these connection points to where you could technically connect another bag, you thread your cable lock through here. Again, it's not going to be pulled past that point. And when you do have a load in this bag, it's going to be puffed out. This is going to be pushed against it. So it's going to be nice and secure. So, and again, I'm not sure how well this comes across in the video as far as the lock goes. I'm hoping you can see that. Because again, if you're in a situation where you would like to keep your valuables secure, I think it's important to have a lock. Especially, I know these days, bags in themselves can be so expensive, but the items we actually pack in there, whether it be a pair of headphones, laptops, tablets, phones, I mean, even your documentation can be priceless in some situations. This even goes for the back of the bag. If you recall, the back of the Porter 46, you do have the lockable zippers. So, again, I would just make sure if you do lock these that it goes to where it's not pushing against your back too. So just be aware of that, and I'm sure you would if you felt that lock. So, again, if you're in the market for locks and you've never seen one, I thought it was important just to show the size of these and what technically you can do with some of these bags. Because I know for the longest time I did not have locks. And I usually don't take those or take these locks, just depending on where I'm traveling and if I feel like they're necessary. If nothing else, I think it's good when you're maybe in a new place, at a new hotel, just to have that additional security. And I know at the end of the day, if somebody really wanted to get in your stuff, they would take whatever means necessary, especially if you're not around. But having a lock, again, can add some security, whether the bag is on your back, the bag is with you, or if your bag is back in a hotel somewhere. So again, these are the Forge brand from I purchased on Amazon. Again, they got good reviews, and there's tons and tons of locks on the market. So again, I would just look at some of those reviews and see which one best fits your needs. And if I had to choose between both of these, in my opinion, definitely have their pros and cons. The solid lock here, I guess the potential for someone to cut that would be a lot less likely. Whereas this one gives you more flexibility. It's a tad bit lighter and thinner. I do like the cable lock just, again, because it is smaller and thinner. It can go through more areas. But to me, the potential for someone to cut this, probably a little higher than the solid lock here. So just, again, pros and cons. And, I think at the end of the day, again, if somebody really wanted to get in your stuff, they would. But this added security would hopefully help in some form or fashion, maybe deter someone from actually trying to get in your bag. So again, if you have any favorite locks or if you have any experience you would like to share, I would love to hear those comments. Definitely like, subscribe, and as always, I would love to hear from you. So again, thank you so much.